Shalom, we give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Barakathu Yahweh, Barakathu Yahushai, and we say double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone that feed us with knowledge and understanding. Much love to the elect brethren on the four corners of the planet Earth that's been set up through faith to help seal the elect that the Lord brings in. Alright, just a quick story. I ain't gonna say quick, but as the time that's given, we'll try to get into this thing and edify you brothers as best as I can. We just gonna jump into a quick thing I found. I ain't found, the Lord had me hear of it, and I thought it'd be somewhat important because we're coming into the times of the kingdom, okay? And we're coming to the times of spiritual things, as in spiritual power, as in the Lord showing the angels and the angels showing themselves on order of the Most High. Okay, so we're going to see a lot of, how you say, out of this world things, man. The Lord is going to show wonders, okay, great things, and He's going to actually change us, man. That's another thing you got to put your faith in, that we're going to be saved from these bodies that we're in, these corruptible bodies. And I was watching Elder Ramlab and just go into the Nephilim and the times of where we were great, and the times where we lived longer, and we were mightier men, spiritual men. Okay, so now we're going back to those times. We're reverting back. The Most High is going to change us again and give us fleshly hearts, and give us hearts to be able to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments like we breathe, man. And that's a great blessing, that we know we'll never sin against our power again. We'll forever be in his graces, man. So I found a story on Jellyfish, okay? And it says the jellyfish that holds the key to immortality, okay? And before I read that, so you know that it's not a strange thing to look at animals and to look at the nature world and to how you say compare them unto the world of men, as you may say. Let me get a quick verse. This is the book of Kings, 1 Kings. This is 1 Kings 4 and 33. Or we'll go to 29 and then we'll skip down to verse 23 or 33. And it says, and the Most High gave Solomon wisdom and understanding exceeding much, and largeness of heart, even as the sand that is on the seashore. And King Solomon's wisdom excelled the wisdom of all the children of the east country and all the wisdom of Egypt. Let me read that again. And all the wisdom of Egypt. So these guys that is in Egyptology, they're lost, man. They're lost. They're not coming with the knowledge. The Most High just said right here that the wisdom that was given unto Solomon exceeded all those wise men of Egypt, man. That's why when Moses came down and did the things that he did, the Magi couldn't do nothing. All right, so let me keep reading. And it says, and Solomon's wisdom excelled the wisdom of all the children of the east country and all the wisdom of Egypt. Let's jump down to verse 33. And he spake of trees, from the cedar tree that is in Lebanon, even unto the hyssop that springeth out of the wall. He spake also of beasts, and of fowl, and of creeping things, and of fish. Okay, that's the main thing. Let me read it again. This is 1 Kings 4 and 33. And he spake of trees, from the cedars tree that is in Lebanon, even unto the hyssop that springeth out of the wall. He spake also of beasts, and of fowls, and of creeping things, and of fish. And there came of all the people to hear the wisdom of Solomon, for all the kings of the earth which had heard of his wisdom. Alright, and let me jump to Proverbs. Okay, this is Proverbs 6 and verse 6. And it says, go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise. Alright, so that's showing you that you can look into the animal world and consider the ways, and it can give you knowledge and more knowledge of things that are beyond our, how you say, understanding now. Okay, the animals can sort of, how you say, simplify it, because the ants, the ants are small creatures, but they can lift 2 times or 3 times their body weight. Okay, the way that they work as a community, they have workers, they have worker ants, they have what you call the gatherers, okay, and then you have attackers or soldiers. Just like your sperm, it shoots 3 separate sperm at one time. You have a blocker sperm, you have an attacker sperm, and then you have a blocker, attacker, and then you have the actual seed that that goes and fertilizes that egg, man. So you have 3 different shots of sperm when you bust as a male. When you release your sperma or your seed, you have 3 separate seeds. One that fertilizes the egg, one that blocks the crevices of the walls in the woman's vagina, and then you have the third one, the attacker sperm, that attacks any foreign pathogens or other sperm that are in the woman. All right, let's jump into this story. And it says the jellyfish that holds a key to immortality. Okay, let's jump down to, and this was in August 8th, 2014. It says by reversing its aging process when it gets sick or injured, Japan's tiny Triophis dornii or dornii jellyfish is one of the only known animals that has figured out how to defeat death. Motherboard paid a visit to Japan to visit its researcher who is studying the microscopic animals to see if humans can eventually do the same. So they're going into this because they know that it's possible for humans to live longer and to maintain their lifespan. So let's keep going. In the sea, the animals are effectively immortal. But in the laboratory, there's much more fickle. They're much more fickle. They can die if they are eaten, buried, or burned, or removed from the water. Despite the challenges, Sin Kubota of Kyoto University Soto Marine Biology Laboratory has managed to keep a colony alive in captivity. He's done it with complete dedication to the animal, changing their water, feeding them with tiny shrimps by hand. He even writes karaoke songs about the jellyfish, which he performs wearing a jellyfish hat after he's done with his research for the day, because he's prudent into his stuff. That shows you the prudence of these other nations, man. And it says, out of all the animals in the world, only they are able to reverse the aging process instead of dying. He said, we really don't know their lifespan. They might live forever. When they when they are damaged or hurt, the jellyfish spends 3 days returning to its polyp stage and eventually becoming an adult again. Kobato says that the jellyfish through primitives share more genetic data with humans than they do with things like insects or worms. So they're not really considered, this jellyfish is not really considered an insect or a worm. Its biological makeup has more in common with humans than it does with any other thing, or it does with insects or anything like that. So that's showing you that our genetic mate has the same things possible that this jellyfish does. Alright, and I'm not saying that it's the same thing, don't get it twisted. I'm just trying to relate to you how the Most High is going to change our bodies and allow us to live for that 1,000 years, man. Our bodies are going to be changed. Just as you look at the jellyfish, a simple jellyfish, how much more is the Lord going to do for the elect men and the ones that he loves, man? The elect, the 144,000 and the 1/3 of Yasharala that is preserved and don't see death. So that's second death. It says, let's keep going. It says Kobato says that the jellyfish, though primitive, share more genetic data with humans than they do with things like insects or worms, which means that if he or someone else is able to understand how they are able to reverse the aging process, the same theory might be applied to humans. and other researchers are less bullish on the prospect. I hope that we can extend our fixed lifespans with immortal jellyfish, he said. But I know there are still many mysteries left to solve, and the process behind their immortality is still poorly understood. I thought that if I studied them, I might understand the mysteries of life. He said, if you live 10,000 to 200,000 years, you might learn everything about them, and 100 years is all I've got, unfortunately. Okay, so that goes into that, but I'm gonna get into some scriptures to back this immortality thing up. This is the book of Psalms. This is the book of Psalms 40 and 16. This is the book of Psalms 40 and verse 16. And it says, let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. Let such as love thy salvation say continually, the Lord be magnified. But I am poor and needy, yet the Lord thinketh upon me. Thou art my help and my deliverer. Make no tarrying on my power. So we continually, when we get into this, we continually, by looking into these information and the Lord allowing us to research and look, we are praising him, because all the things that he said is evident, man. So for us going to receive that immortality, or that 1,000-year life as Adam was supposed to receive, that is coming to part. That's how we're saying that he's great, man, that we're continually saying it. So let's jump to the next one. This is John. By ways of seeing this, we can, how you say, strengthen our faith in it. And this is John 11 and 26. This is John 11 and verse 26. And it says, John 11 and verse 26, and it says, we'll start at verse 25. And Yahushua said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth on me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth on me shall never die. Believeth thou this? And the ultimate is a second death. Okay, we're not going to taste that second death. But then if you look at it, when we enter the kingdom of heaven, we're going to live 1,000 years, a full lifespan in the body that we've been given. And then we be translated, or how you say, taken from this body, our spirit to be taken and given back up to the Most High, man. And let's get the next one. This is 2 Timothy. This is the book of 2 Timothy. This is 2 Timothy 1 in verse 10. And it says, but I now made manifest by the appearing of our Savior Yahushua, who has abolished death, and hath brought life and immortality to light through the gospel, whereunto I am appointed to preach, and the apostle, it says, and an apostle and a teacher to the Gentiles. It's a heavy script, man. This is Psalm. Let's jump to Psalms 22 and 26. This is Psalms 22 and verse 26. Psalms 22 and verse 26. And it says, the meek shall eat the bread, and it says the meek shall eat and be satisfied. They shall praise the Lord that seek him. Your heart shall live forever. You hear that? Your heart shall live forever. All the ends of the world shall remember and turn unto the Lord, and all the kindreds of the nations shall worship before thee. For the kingdom of the Lord, and he is the governor among the nations. And they that be fat upon earth shall eat and worship. All they that go down to the dust shall bow before him, and none can keep alive his own soul. A seed shall serve him. It shall be accounted to the Lord for a generation. They shall come and shall declare his righteousness unto a people that shall be born, that he have done this. Alright, so that's that's pretty much it on this. It's just a short little lesson. Just to, like it says, it's not same because jellyfish is unrighteous. It's not something you eat. I'm not saying jellyfish or how you say cleanse the animals and you eat them. Nothing like that, man. It's just to tie in how these certain animals can revert themselves back to a primitive stage and pretty much live longer lives, man. That's the main issue I'm trying to give, is to show how the Lord has given certain animals the ability to do those things. So how much us? He told us, look, the birds don't grow, they don't till the ground, but the Most High take care of them. So how much more us, the elect, Lord willing, we be in that number. Excuse me. We're gonna jump into the next story with this Ferguson update. This is a good 15-minute video. Yeah, I'll play it, and we'll go into the scripts.
We never had it that busy where we sold over 200 guns in 3 days. Almost 100%, if not one. We never had it that busy where we sold over 200 guns in 3 days. Almost 100%, if not 100%, of my firearm sales in the last 10 days or so have been directly related to, in one way or another, to the Ferguson incident.
I'm probably going to be out here protesting. I'm not planning to kicking nobody's door. I'm not planning to steal anything. But I'm planning to let my voice be heard, that the fact that what happened out there, outside my door, right here out this window, was wrong.
If he get off, no telling what would happen.
Three months ago, this corner of West Florissant Ave and Canfield Drive was the center point of protest after Mike Brown was killed. Today, things are a lot calmer, but that could change soon as the city waits to hear whether or not a grand jury will indict Darren Wilson on charges related to Mike Brown's death. Businesses around here have taken to boarding up their windows as sort of a precautionary measure, and Governor Jay Nixon has even preemptively called in the National Guard. He said that was to ensure safety for some of the citizens around here, but others have said that's only contributed to the climate of fear. On November 18th, Missouri Governor Jay Nixon announced the formation of the Ferguson Commission, an independent citizen group intended to address the social and economic issues affecting the community.
How are you really preparing for war, and what are the rules of engagement for the use of deadly force?
Well, I'm not preparing for war. I'm preparing for peace. I have a responsibility to the state that we maintain and keep safety and that we protect property. And obviously,
I got a quick verse. That's the governor right there. All right, and you see he's a devil. You see he's a setup, a shill. I mean, you can just see these guys. I mean, I can see. I mean, personally, you just feel something from when he's talking. He's not in the interest of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. He looks like he's got fat pockets and a full belly, man. So he's pretty much taking stepping orders from up above. He ain't got no power. He ain't got no. He's just a damn devil. So let me get this. This is Zechariah 9 and verse 13, man. This is what's going on now. This is Zechariah 9 and verse 13. We'll start at verse 12. It says, "Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. It says, even to the day do I declare that I will render double unto thee. When I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man. So you see, the Lord is stirring up the sons of Zion, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because you got these protests down in Mexico right now over those 43 disappeared students. Okay, so this is going to escalate. The Lord's going to escalate it and bring these feuds together, man. He's going to put a bonding between them that Judah and Ephraim, okay, the head tribe of the nation of Israel, Judah, and then the tribe of the head tribe of Judah, and then the head tribe of Israel is Ephraim. Okay, so he's going to combine those two when they get together. Oh, and then you got Gad. When the Lord bounds us all together, it's going to be chaos, man. Okay, because the Lord is going to allow the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to flourish in those times, man.
There were times before where property was damaged, and we're going to do our best to make sure that that doesn't happen.
We got guards, we got Homeland Security, we got everybody in town paused for violence. Not for peace. And everybody been demonstrating been peaceful. 98% have been peaceful. And we got National Guard, we got Homeland Security, we got police departments from all over. So that's not preparing for peace. I want to know, if somebody break a window, are they going to get shot down in the street?
Well, I'm not going to get into any specific operation.
You see that he don't respect them. Look how he look.
Man's going to be out there. They've been out there for the last 100 days working to establish relationships. This is not about 95% of the people being safe or 95% of the people that want to speak having the right to speak. This is about 100% of people being safe and 100% of the people that want to speak having the right to speak. Thank you all very, very much.
Councilman Rodney Epps lives in Jennings, the town right next to Ferguson. He was instrumental in getting the Jennings Police Department disbanded in 2011 after numerous complaints about corruption and excessive use of force on black residents. A lot of people are saying and presuming that there won't be an indictment. How do you feel about that?
I think the officer be indicted. I think the facts are there. It's costing too much money, and he caused these problems. What he did was improper. It was wrong. It cost a man his life. It's costing too much money, so I think he's going to be indicted.
I mean, people are still upset with the system and how things are going, especially if Daniel Wilson's going to get off without any sort of indictment.
If he get off, no telling what would happen.
Has any of this affected business at all?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. On the business side, it hurt. You know, and not only myself, but other business, everybody felt that. And like I say, a lot of times the news are hype and you kind of have a misread. And when the boards just went up recently, I mean, it's
let me see this. This is the verse of Zechariah 12 and verse 2. It says, "Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people round about." Why you think these damn crackers went about guns, man? Why you think these so-called middle-class white folks is getting guns, man? Why you think they're boarding up the windows and boarding up the stores? That's a cup of trembling, man. That's fearful. You see? That's Zechariah 12 and 2. "Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people round about, when they shall be in the siege both against Judah and against Jerusalem. And in that day I will make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. All that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces. Though all the people of the earth be gathered together against it." You hear that, Celtic man?
Seems like, hey, we're almost in a war zone again, and nothing has even happened. So people just tend to stay away from this area. Yeah.
We're headed right now to the Canfield Green apartment complex. That's where Mike Brown was shot and killed. 3 months ago, when the protests were just kicking off, I spent some time with some of the young men there, and we're going to talk to them and see how things have changed in the past few months.
It's this guy right here, dude. It's that guy right here.
We acquired this from from a guy.
Oh, you acquired it?
Yeah,
Acquired
yeah. Yeah, he was just chilling with it, and I asked him, I was like, hey, let me get that. He's like, all right, gave it to us.
Straight gave it to him. That's crazy.
We
started our own network.
Yeah, we started our own network.
News.
Fish from Nigga News.
Steve, you were saying before, 3 months ago, you told me right here that you think things are going to change, they can't stay the same. You still think things are going to change?
Oh, no.
No?
Nah, it's going to be a ride part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about in terms of...
I mean, it depends on the weather for real.
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to wait till it snow and all that. But that won't have no effect on it because the wheel is, I mean, way stronger than the flesh.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we're going to be out.
We're gonna be out.
And I can say I'm personally going to be out here protesting. I'm not planning to kick in nobody's door. I'm not planning to steal anything. But I'm planning to let my voice be heard that the fact that what happened out there, outside my door, right here out this window, was wrong.
The day after you moved in.
The day after I moved in. I don't want to have to, I got a 3-year-old, you know, I got twins on the way. I don't want to have to bring them up in this society. I don't want to have to explain to them that, you know, they lesser than this person because for no reason at all. You know what I mean?
I'm going to skip around, but I'm going to post this video. I mean, they pretty much go into and
We're about a 50-minute drive from
talk
Ferguson
about
right now,
the
outside of
things
Metro
that's
Shooting
went
Supply
on
Store.
around
And
there.
there's
But
climate of fear that's persisting throughout the local communities. You've seen stores like this see a huge increase in their sales. Now, we've heard that this store right here has seen their sales increase 300 to 800% since last year. We've seen a lot of stories about the National Guard coming in, about people being concerned. I mean, have you noticed an uptick in your business?
We have seen an uptick in our business. Monday through Friday, it was just unbelievable sales. And then the weekend hit again, and it was so busy. We've never had it that busy where we sold over 200 guns in 3 days.
And you attribute that all to what's going to happen with this grand jury decision coming in?
Yeah, I would tell you that almost 100%, if not 100%, of my firearm sales in the last 10 days or so have been directly related to, in one way or another, to the Ferguson incident.
let me read it again. This is Zechariah 12:2. Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling. And if you see that word there for trembling, it is Salakia. Let me make sure I get it. It says drunkenness or reeling. So let's read it. It says, Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all people round about it, when they shall be in the siege both against Judah and against Jerusalem. Because at these times, they're going to want to, how you say, take out, because this martial law is really geared towards you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That's what it's really geared towards. So that's why these people are buying up guns, because they're fearful. If they didn't need somebody buy a gun because the cops are telling them, look, you better go get guns because we might not be able to deal with all the influx of crime and things going on, man.
This time of year is hunting season, so we sell hunting guns and scopes and slings and things for hunting. This year it hasn't been that. It's been all personal defense.
So have you seen a lot of, I mean, has it been mostly white people that have come in to buy guns?
No.
Has it been mixed?
No, it's been a huge mix. I mean, we're a North County community, so community store. So our clientele is, you know, we have 50% black people, 50% white people, but we've had Asian business owners come in and buy guns. We've had Arabic business owners coming in and buying guns. We've had everybody.
Has it been mostly...
See that? He's reading the verse. It says, Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all people round about, when they shall be in the siege both against Judah and against Jerusalem.
I mean, has a large part of it been business owners, or has it been mixed and everything?
It's everything.
What's the most popular gun that people have been buying?
This is a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. All right, so we're going to verify it's empty.
Yeah.
That's one of the most popular guns out there. These revolvers have been very, very popular. We're completely out of them.
So you have some models that are just completely sold out?
Yes. Yeah, a lot of models. And we've been getting them in. We just got 200 guns in yesterday to kind of replenish what we've sold. And I think they'll be gone by the end of this weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What are you doing here today?
I'm just shooting. I haven't shot in a little bit, so just getting a little practice.
And why are you getting a little practice?
Just to protect our home. I have a 6-year-old boy, and thought it'd be okay to keep us safe. And my wife and I came in last night, and Steve gave us some good advice, and we thought we utilize it. So we're taking shifts on coming over and practicing.
So there's a lot of concern that something could happen if the grand jury comes down with a decision and people aren't happy.
Absolutely.
And is that just you, or your neighbors, your friends, or they all feel the same way?
Everybody feels the same way. Co-workers, friends, family.
And where do you live in Ferguson or in this surrounding area?
In Fenton, Missouri.
And how far is that from?
It's about a half hour, 40 minutes away.
So what are you expecting to happen?
I have no idea what to expect. I don't know if it's going to get ugly. I don't know if it's going to be peaceful. I have no idea.
But you want to be prepared.
Exactly.
From Jennings, Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, born and raised.
So that's right near where everything happened with Mike Brown.
Yeah, 5 minutes away.
What are your concerns? Are you worried that things aren't going to escalate, things could happen?
Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't go the right way, I mean, I was here when it happened in August when everything went down. So I mean, it could, get a little bit worse, with the expectations of if he doesn't get indicted. So if they did what they did in August just because of what happened, if he doesn't get indicted, then it can kind of escalate and come my way. So I'm only 5 minutes away from it.
Like it says, you putting faith in the wrong things, man. So with that, I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Much love to the elect brethren on the four corners of the planet Earth that's been set up through faith to help seal the elect that comes in, that the Lord brings in, man. So these times are coming, ain't for us to be fearful because the Lord prophesied of it. He told us these things will be happening. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom and keep faith.